As I always want to begin any video with, I hope you're all safe and doing what you need to do that makes you feel comfortable with the current condition that we're in, and your family is doing well, and yourselves. All that being said, we still have Mother's Day coming over for the retail florists, right? Are they resilient or what? The retail florist just stops at nothing because we value our relationships and our community and our customers and family. I think to a degree that you just don't see in a lot of local family business. It's a very special industry. But Mother's Day's just around the corner. We're going to blink our eyes and it's going to be the weekend of Mother's Day. What are you going to do for your business? A florist just asked me today, do you think we should turn off our Google listings by Monday? And I said, are you going to be shutting down your business to lower the amount of volume you're going to do? And they said, no. I said, then why would you stop the Google ads? Well, because we want to be able to fill our orders. Now let's think about this. Way back in the day, you had the large gathering businesses where they had the deals with AARP, or they had yellow pages all across the country, America's Florists, and people that did things that the typical florist just couldn't do it because it was extremely expensive. Well, welcome to the world of Google. Google has made it possible for you, the local florist, to get your own orders and still fill orders that are being obtained elsewhere. So let's think about this for a minute. You put your town into a Google search and say florist in Orlando, Florida. The first result is Ava's. We all know who Ava's is. The second result is Just Flowers. We all know who Just Flowers is. Number 3 was 1-800-Flowers, then From You Flowers. So what if they were to stop advertising and the local florist got their way and he said, no more national gatherers? Who's going to take those spots? The local florist isn't spending the pay-per-click investment to secure orders in many cases because they don't understand how to do it. And that's why hopefully they are coming to me and others that know how to do that. And it's really important that you think about this right now, because you're going to do, the typical florist is going to do approximately 25 to 40% of their year-round business this next 10 days. Think about that. So how are you going to do your sales? Is it going to be just filling orders for Ava's and Just Flowers, who also got their order right where you're looking? There's no magic anymore. They're in your backyard. If your listing isn't there, then don't complain that they are. Now, my position is this. You call me up and I'm going to have you guaranteed in that space. And in time they'll go away. They don't want to compete with the local brand because they can't. I've tested this, everybody, and I can show you results of what happens when you put a national brand next to a local brand. They can't compete, and I can prove it. But if there isn't a local brand and you have Ava's next to Just Flowers, the reason Ava's is named Ava's or Rita's is named Rita's is so they look local. It's time the industry wakes up and realizes that Art Conforti's out there, and he's there to help you. I grew my business doing this. I grew several companies, and I developed a website that is currently being used in over 80 markets, and it's working. What's your excuse for not succeeding this Mother's Day? Are you just going to fill orders, or are you going to take the plunge, make the phone call, and let me tell you what that looks like. Let's just say you spend between $1,000 and $2,000 for advertising. Your results are going to be between $4,000 and $5,000 to $8,000 to $10,000 in sales. I can almost guarantee that. I will tell you that you'll be at least 3 to 4 times, at least, and you could possibly be 6 to 8, because so many people are calling. Now, I talk a lot about flower shops, but I don't give names. I had another shop call me up, and they said they had a record Easter or record April. A lot of it was because all their competition is closed. So they were taking orders and they were succeeding and growing. Was it all the internet? Not all of it, but definitely having a presence there did help. So that's what I'm saying to you. There's no excuse at this point. Let's make a difference. If you pick up the phone and call me, I can show you a guaranteed result. And if it's not what I say it is, you don't even have to pay. There's no contract, nothing holding you down. And why am I telling you this? Because if we don't do something one at a time together, we're never going to see a change in this industry. The local florist should be out there trying to get back the business that's being slipped away from them. And I see companies like Teleflora and FTD and 800, they're trying to support you too. But if you don't go out and do and make an effort yourself, you can't get mad at them for securing business as well. So I promise you another thing. If you do advertise with Google, you're going to see your cash flow increase. You're going to get so much more cash in your hand within 3-day turnaround of the delivery day than you ever did filling orders. And there's nothing wrong with filling orders. We all must promise and stay committed to filling each other's orders because that's what makes our industry unique. And I want to close with this. What we've been doing for over 100 years, Amazon is just getting to do now. Next day delivery, same day delivery. We have a beautiful model, and thanks to the wire services, we can do this. And no, you can't just do it with a credit card and think it's going to work if you have any sizable business. If you do some decent numbers and you're truly successful at what you do, you want the clearinghouse to process and handle your orders. So, fill orders, maximize the experience. Make sure you see that that's an opportunity to cover a delivery in your backyard. But don't think for 1 minute that Ava's is getting that order from anywhere but your backyard. And we can do something about it. Now, if you don't know what you're doing with Google, yes, it can hurt you. But I promise you, whether it's me or someone else that's got some experience in this, a little investment will more than pay for itself. Call me. I'm available anytime, but there's still time right now. You pick up the phone, I'll have you number 1 or number 2 in your area. And if you don't want me to do it, I'll help you do it for yourself for free. Let's make a difference, but we need everyone to be working together to make that happen. If you only want to fill, then that's all you will do is fill. But there's no reason why you can't experience both sides of that transaction. Fill orders, process your own orders, be profitable. Let's get through this year and this epidemic and get to the bottom line, because it's going to be a whole new world next month. People have learned how much they can actually save and how much waste there was, and that's what we're all learning together. Thank you again for your time on this. My number is 941-544-5000, and you can reach me only 24 hours a day. I'm always available to talk to you. Please reach out, make a phone call, and if you look up that search and you see Ava's and other people in your backyard, realize that is your backyard and you're not protecting it if you're not there.